My name is Ari Lissauer, and I'm going to be interviewing a few people on their holiday celebrations being off for school this year. First, I'll be interviewing Josh Fink. What is your name and what grade are you in?
Josh Fink, I'm in 11th grade.
Alright, can you share your religion that you celebrate?
I'm Jewish, and that's the religion I celebrate.
Alright, so last year when they didn't have time off for religion, how did it affect whenever you missed for the high holiday? How did it affect you and your personal life in school?
Well, I took the day off to go and pray and respect my religion, and it got me behind a little bit in school, which I didn't appreciate, so I'm glad that they changed that for this year.
Yep. Okay. What are the special holidays that we now have off for Judaism?
Well, I appreciate that we have Yom Kippur off, and I'm actually not sure what other holidays we have off.
There's one more.
Which one?
I don't remember which one.
Okay.
But they're in the early fall.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it make you feel now that your holidays, two high holidays, are now being finally appreciated and taken out the schedule?
It makes me feel like I'm a valued member of the high school and that my religion is respected here.
Do you feel that your classmates are supportive of Judaism?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And do you think they understand how much it means to you and the other Jewish people in the school?
I think some do, some more than others, but I think most people understand that.
What about teachers?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like teachers more than the students understand.
So when you did miss work for a school, for the holiday, did you feel the teachers were supportive in getting the work back late?
Yeah, they were very understanding. They gave me extended time, and some of them just excused the work altogether.
Have you experienced any challenges at school because of taking time off for religious holidays? Any specific instances or assignment that you feel you got kind of screwed over for?
Not really. I feel like I said, most teachers just accepted it and were good about letting me make it up after the fact.
Okay. Feel that you kind of are left out when other kids have the day off, but you're spending it on your religion holiday and other kids are hanging out or catching up on work?
Not really, because I value the religious aspect of my life, and when I'm praying and I'm participating in religious activities on those days, that's what's important to me. And I don't know how they feel when it's their religious holidays that they have off and I'm out doing the same thing. So.
And then is there one thing that you wish people in the school would understand better about your religion?
Not really. Kind of just that not all of us are the same and that certain people don't identify with the whole religion, but at the same time, that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
All right, thank you. Next, I will be interviewing Hussein Mohammed. What is your name and grade?
My name is Hussein, and I'm in grade 11.
Last name too.
Oh, I'm Hussein Mohammed, and I'm in 11th grade.
All right. What is the religion that you celebrate first?
It's not like a religion we celebrate. It's like a month, like a specific month for this religion.
But what's whole religion?
My religion is Islam.
Okay. How does it affect your daily school schedule?
We have to wake up and pray 5 times a day at specific times, and we have to make gaps for each classes for those prayers.
So then how did it feel last year when school didn't have time off for the high holidays, for example?
It was kind of annoying because it got in the way of people spamming emails and giving calls about people skipping when they're on this holiday.
What are the specific traditions or activities you do on Eid?
First we wake up and get ready. We have to get all our stuff, and then we go out to pray. That's a lot called Jum'ah. No, not Jum'ah. Something. I forgot the name. But like yeah, we go pray. And after we pray, we go like places and celebrate like specific things.
Okay, and then how does it feel now that your like holiday has become appreciated in the school?
It feels great, if I'm gonna be honest. Now that everyone has the time off, including like other students that aren't Muslim and stuff. And yeah, it's good.
Do you find that your teachers and classmates are supportive and understanding of your religious practices during the day?
Yeah, I really do.
All right. Have you experienced any challenges, like taking time off for religion or just in general, like during the day?
Fasting is a challenge because it sometimes like makes you extremely like tired, and you can barely pay attention. But like people who get used to it, like they get through it fast and easy.
All right. Thank you. And then, how do you feel about missing school for these observances? And then, like, does it feel like a break? Because other kids that don't celebrate just get a break, right?
I mean, for them it feels like a break, but for us it feels like a normal day because we usually get used to it because we've been doing it like our whole lives and stuff.
So does it feel like you're like missing out on the break, or is it just a norm, like you're saying?
Just a normal
day.
Day.
How do you think schools should handle religious holidays, especially when students from different backgrounds observe different days?
For me, my opinion, I personally think that they should all treat all religious holidays the same, because in our religion we like respect other religions very well, and we hope that they get the same respect and other perspectives of people.
And then lastly, like, what is one thing you wish people understood better about the religious holidays you observe?
Like for the people celebrating the religious holidays, they like understand, but like people who don't, like they don't follow that same religion, the ones who don't understand, I feel like they should probably like get on the same level of understanding with them, and probably like wish them a good what's the word? Like
holiday.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That's all.
All right.
Lastly, I'm interviewing Hebrew teacher John Carrier. What is your name and position at the school?
So my name is Rabbi John Carrier, and I am the Hebrew instructor in the World Languages Department.
Can you share your religion and how it affects your daily schedule?
My religion is Judaism, so I'm a Jewish guy. I took it a bit too far and went to rabbinical school, and again, now I'm a teacher in that community. How it affects my daily schedule is I have multiple times a day where I pray, and in addition to just when I feel like it. So it doesn't really. I guess it's just been integrated into my day-to-day for so long, it doesn't feel like it affects anything. And so when I work, it doesn't, I kind of do my prayer schedule around working. And so it does enrich my life. It does make me a more chill person. So I think my prayer life enriches my working life more than my working life hurts my prayer life.
All right. How would it make you feel like you weren't here before, but when the school didn't have time off for the holiday, how would it make you feel?
Yeah, so that this is my first year teaching, and it just so happens that most of the holidays we've had so far have been on weekends because the Hebrew calendar is different from the secular calendar. But I've been in places, like I said, I've been a rabbi for about 10 years, and so my life has revolved around religious holidays, and I've largely worked in places that took them off, but I've worked in communities where some school districts took time off and some school districts didn't take time off, and so so I know what that feels like, and it's a challenge that when you have to take paid time off. Let's say you have a job that has paid time off. You've got a certain number of vacation days. You might want to take a vacation, but you have to use all those days for religious holidays if you want to get paid for the days that you take off. Alternatively, some people work jobs where they don't get paid time off. And so they've got to decide, am I taking my religious holiday off and losing a day of pay? And that for some people, that can be a real hardship.
All right. Do you find that your classmates or like students, you could say, are supportive and understanding of your religious practices?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they knew I was a rabbi when I came in, and that's kind of part of the gig. And because I teach Hebrew, I think all of my students are Jewish, and so they understand the Jewish holiday cycle. But they do, but like not a lot of people who aren't Jewish are familiar with how many holidays we have, why they're on different days every year, and so it can be challenging to educate people as to what's going on. But I think most people are receptive, and they get that like this is America. People have different religions, and people are, I think, respectful of that. And even among people in my religion, there's varied practice. Like some people take the holidays off, some people don't take the holidays off, or some people take half the holidays off. Just like that's true for, not every Baptist is like every other Baptist. So I think most people, when they understand where you're coming from, are respectful, appreciative to learn, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So have you ever experienced any challenges at the school or in general about taking time off, or just about the holidays in general? At
the school, no. I think a unique, I'm kind of in a unique position that there aren't other Hebrew teachers here. So I know, for example, over the next couple of weeks, we've got days for Passover that fall during the week. Some of my students will be taking those days off. I'm going to be taking those days off. But there's no other resource to come in, so those days where I'm off will be, kind of sub-study hall days, and so we'll lose a couple of days of learning time. That would be true anyway if all the students took off. So I think that's a challenge that is, but it's, it kind of goes with the territory. Like when you're a religious person, sometimes you have to make choices about, where your observance will interrupt the other parts of your life. But it's a trade-off.
All right. And then how do you think schools should handle religious holidays?
I think the school, I think St. Louis Park does a pretty good job. I've been consulted quite a few times on things like school schedule. The administration looks ahead. Like when they're planning the school calendar for the year to come, they ask me, I'm sure they ask other people who are religious, how do you guys observe these days and how should we handle them? I know that it's not possible for the school to take a whole day off for everybody for all the different religious holidays. I don't know how many religions are in this school, but I'm sure if you put all the holidays together, we'd miss half the school year. So I think the school is doing the best they can. And I think just proscriptively, that means continuing to ask the questions like, okay, what days do you, what are the days where a lot of students are going to be missing? Faculty who maybe don't understand those holidays being educated, like, okay, here's why this kid's out. It's not, they're not bagging your test. They're out for religious reasons. And I think the school is doing a good job, but it's just about keeping an eye on the calendar, keeping in constant communication. So that everybody, I think the more people know what's going on, there are fewer surprises. And I'm grateful that I've been in consultation with the administration, with sports scheduling and stuff like that. So I think we're pretty squared away.
And then lastly, what is one thing you wish people understood better about your religion at the school or in general?
Boy, that's a tough question now. That's the biggest question now. I think I'll speak more generally. When someone has a different religion from you, you may have preconceptions about how people of a different religion are, and I think that's almost like trivial and trite to say. But I think what I wish more people knew about people of my religion is that we're your neighbors, and we're also citizens of St. Louis Park. We're citizens of America. We're out there doing the good work in the neighborhood, just like you. And we want to raise our kids in a safe community, just like everybody does.
All right. Thank you.